Hello and welcome back to Cloudpunk. I'm Modi Operandus. We are back and we are about to take another mission for Cloudpunk and pick up a payload at Cloudpunk HQ. We're still at the place we left the detective last time, Huxley, but I noticed there is a repairable lift here. I want to take a look at this here quick. It takes 3 electronics. I think I have that. It looks like it just gets me to this, probably gets me up to this, whatever this item is up here. Cora be damned. All right, so grab that. I think that's all that's really up here. Actually, no, I take that back. There is a doorway over here, looks like. That I don't know if I should go through or not. I don't want to get too far away from our car, but I do kind of want to go through this to see what happens. Looks like as far as the map goes, we've done everything we can here. Oh, I take that back. There's a whole other section over here it looks like this might take us to. Let's take a look and see what happens. So, yeah, there's a whole other section to explore here. Now, if this was something else I was supposed to go to later for some reason or something, I don't know. I also want to do just more wandering in this game. I feel like we're trying to get through the narrative as much as possible. It might just be nice to like spend some time wandering around. So I want to do a little more of that. And just go exploring for the sake of exploring. See who we find. And then also, with that, I think I have a new plan for these episodes going forward, in that I'm going to make them longer than I have been, so that we can get through more of the game quicker. Because I don't know how long this game's going to be. It seems like it's going to be pretty massive, but I don't know for sure. And it might. I think people who are still watching this at this point are fans of the series and want to keep going. So I don't think they care how long the episodes are. Actually, I'm just going to hunch on that. But yeah, I think that's my thoughts right now. Is that I'll go with that. Looks like if I came through here, I could have had a back way into the. I could have got a back way into the hotel for Huxley, but that would have been left me stuck. If I'd gone in there originally, that would have left me stuck when it came to the lift to get back to my car. So that's, I mean, guess one way or another, we're walking back this whole way. That's fine. But yeah, I'd like to make these episodes a little longer than usual. Maybe an hour per episode. And maybe just cut it off where I think it makes sense as far as, you know, plot-wise. But it feels like a lot of times I'm limiting myself to fit it into a, you know, little tiny capsule. And I don't want to do that necessarily. I want to like let it play out as it needs to play out. So we're going to go 45 minutes on these if we need to. We're going to go an hour on these if we need to. Whatever it takes to get the narrative to where we want it to be for each episode. So there is a need for fuel, it looks like pretty soon here. I took a look through the achievements. Sometimes that can tell me how long I have left in the game. And I have 40 achievements left to go. So that doesn't bode a lot of like sense of we're almost done with the game situation. I think that feels like there's a lot left. However, I looked at some of the achievements. I wanted to avoid spoilers, but I looked at some of the achievements, and one of the first achievements you can get is it's like perfect game or something like that. And it's get through the entire game without needing a repair. And that seems impossible for me. I'm never gonna get that achievement. But that is very interesting, to say the least. I'm gonna go over this because it looks like there's gas up ahead. Don't want to run out of fuel. Oh, see, that's exactly why. I love that that's how they determine the game is perfect or not. If I need to like get repairs or not. That's the only way to play this game properly, is to never need repairs. But isn't there like one scripted repair we have to do though to introduce us to the concept of repairing though? Isn't there like some rule against cutting across traffic like I just did? Is that something you should not do if you want to maintain your car in good shape? I guess you could play this game like the perfect citizen and not like leave the confines of the lanes you're supposed to be in, you know? So I need 3 more for Evelyn. What's this guy on the map over here? A farmer. Oh, hey. It's a farmer from the vents. How's it going?
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
Uh-oh.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up, we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Navalis.
Oh boy.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No, it's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
All
If
right.
it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
All right. Interesting. So yeah, we'll totally help them. I need to look around. I don't have markers for this. I need to look around near a construction
Camus,
site.
are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes, near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
All right, we got a lead. We should probably pick up our package and double task though, because yeah, we have a job to do here also. So let's do this. This is a job. If you guys remember last time at the end of the episode, there was Mr. Anderson, an Anderson building, Anderson Way, whatever it is. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
All right, Anderson Tower. Mr. Anderson, Anderson Tower.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Navalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park.
Really? He's having interpersonal difficulties with the automata?
We have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
That's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Okay, we got a vent there, it looks like. I think I should park here. Unless my marker got removed. Where am I now? I'm right here. Yeah, so I should probably park here and look around. There is some things to find over here also, so let's do this first. It feels like a more pressing need than Mr. Anderson getting his package, so let's take care of this one first. Find the missing farmers. I mean, it's the least we can do. We saw one dude freeze after we left to go get some deliveries for his friends and family. So it's the least we can do to honor his memory, is to try to help these people. All right. getting all kinds of electronics and that kind of thing too. Because, you know, you need them. Corp Sec Clerk. And then we'll head back over to find those farmers. I don't know if this is just a good lead or what, but I'm thinking this will be kind of a fun mystery to solve. Looks like I could go the back way here on the back side and run back through. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Could be wrong. Let's get around this. I think we've been back over here before. This looks familiar. Maybe not. I would have picked up the stuff I was over here before. It's all kind of looks the same from a certain perspective. Not to say the game's not beautiful, because it is. It looks amazing. But it's some of it feels like not too different from other spots. Unless we get to different districts and that kind of thing. None of it feels too different, you know? I think I said that before, but it all looks a little the same. It's not like worn on me or anything like that. I'm like not tired of it.
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
All right, we found farmers. Hey guys,
Oh,
how you doing?
God, it's open. Someone found us. I don't believe it.
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting
$100
home.
bucks.
Cora, bless you, Cloudpunk.
Cora, bless you. So, yeah, how are they gonna get back down to the vents if they had a taste of the big city, though? You know? They're not gonna want to go back home to the vents, living off of like fungus or whatever they eat down there. Living in the cold with gas masks. They're really gonna want to do that after seeing the big city's lights, having a drink in a real bar. They're not going back. I'm guessing we find them out on their own out here later on. Just never have gone back to be farmers. And then we find out that they're actually doing a good job down there. We need them to do that work. But I've upset the entire systemic order here of the above area here. Now they won't have any water or anything like that. Okay, it looks like we got all the punch cards for Evelyn too. We're headed back to Little China? I don't think that's where we're supposed to be headed. But we'll head through there to Midtown or wherever we need to go. Anderson's in Financial. We can get there from Little China, it looks like. And I don't know where Evelyn is. We'll find her, though. Both are in the same direction for now. Maybe I'll find Evelyn on the way I pass through to Anderson. That'd be perfect. Because I do think Evelyn's going to need another round of punch cards here. We've hardly found everything here. There's a lot more to find. So there could be another round of 20 still. Maybe another round of 40 still. I don't know. A couple more rounds still. Who knows? Let's cut over to this path here. There we go. I do just like cruising around here. Like the core game, being just driving around, it feels good. Like it feels good to drive around in this game. So they nailed that core loop of just doing deliveries. And they throw on it some interesting visuals, of course, and some interesting narrative, of course, and it's made a pretty solid game. So it looks like we have 2 dots. One looks like Evelyn's in the district, and then green is in the Avalon Heights financial district. So let's go talk to Evelyn first here. She's the blue dot. Whoa, I'm way off kilter here. Yeah, I don't know if I can go like 5 minutes without hitting something, let alone the entire game. Plus, if you hit something and need a repair, like right now, yeah, what are you gonna do? Now I've got to find a repair place. My Hova's not traveling as fast as it should. It's very strange that they pronounce it Hova, Hava. Either way. There doesn't seem to be a consensus on how to pronounce it, even with the same character pronouncing it different ways each time. Alright. So we have to find Evelyn. She's over here someplace. There she is. Get her some more memories here. And this is right by my house. I could stop in since I'm here.
I found more of your punch cards. Do you remember what happened?
Somewhat.
Well, why did Dr. Zizich take your memories?
I asked her to.
Evelyn, you're really making me work here. Can you just assume that I always want a bit more than what you're telling me?
I had a traumatic experience. I could not continue to exist with that memory.
So now you remember you forgot something, but you don't know what.
Yes, that is correct.
Maybe that's for the best.
I guess we should stop, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if this memory made you feel like you couldn't go on.
I must recover the truth.
Oh boy.
But whatever this thing is you forgot, it made you want to.
I cannot live like this. I need to be whole again.
You say that.
I guess we keep searching. Maybe we don't need to recover all the memories.
Maybe.
Maybe. So another 20, of course. Let's go into the house. Let's just take a look and see what I can do in here. I have a lot of money to spend. If we could order something for the house, something like that, might be nice. So let's take a look here quick. It's been a long time. Buy upgrades. Get a pizza subscription. Get a daily pizza for 1 month. Hova model. Get a fish tank. A mirror. Oh, I can spend all kinds of money here. Music player. The media player isn't too bad. Someone rooted it so it can play non-corporate music. Let's buy that. And then let's buy the game console. Yes. And let's buy a house for Camus.
That's good.
And I could put any photo I want in here. I don't have any. Okay, well, I'm not going to buy that just yet. A bonsai tree. And then a fridge. Let's buy that fridge. Okay, that's probably enough stuff here. Let's see. We got the fridge over here. Can I check it out? No. What about the game console? Where did I put that? Can I actually play it? Because that would be amazing. Can't examine any of my upgrades, of course. That's too bad. Can I turn the radio on? Oh, that would be so nice. No, I just have the game console sitting on the ground here, radio sitting there. So it's just cosmetic stuff, right? That's fine, though. How much money do I have still? Doesn't tell me here on the screen. Okay, let's get back out of here. I don't want to spend all my money because I do need to buy some upgrades still. And I need to repair my Hova. I'm going to say Hova now. I'll just continue to mispronounce it every single time. Just change it up every single time. That way I can never be wrong. I can never be right. Seems like the intended path here. All right, so we have this taken care of. Next, we are headed to, looks like right around the corner, but if I head down the road right here too, I can hit the repair shop as well. Looks like it's right over here. Hit the fast lane and then get over to the repair shop. Ooh, no more damage though, please. All right, I don't think there's anything else we can add to the Hova repair. Oh, I could have spent a lot more money at the house just now. That's all right. Next time we talk to Evelyn, we'll do more stuff for the house too. I'll have more money by then, I'm sure, because I haven't had that many upgrades to buy yet. Oh god! Right off the bat, new paint job. I couldn't even make it 2 seconds without needing a repair. I don't know. You have to play the game pretty carefully in order to avoid needing repairs the entire game. I feel like it's a second playthrough type thing. But then if you bust something, you got to start all over again. All right, where are we headed here? I am not seeing the marker. It's green. Is it behind me? No, it's over here. Oh, it's way over here. I see. It's off the beaten path for sure. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. It's kind of weird that there's like no roads over to here. Are we going to like a whole Anderson City here? Mallport. Oh boy. All right. Let's do it. There's an X on the screen. What's that X about? The delivery point or what? A buzzer? Oh. Buzz myself in.
Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
I have delivery.
I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Oh boy.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many
boy.
are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000
Mrs.
called...
Anderson?
Miss Anderson.
Miss Anderson? Yep.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
All right, so I have to find the right Mr. Anderson now. In a sea of Mr. Andersons. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial.
Oh,
we
boy.
just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there
Oh,
anyone else
my.
I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Uh-huh.
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and it's
Careful.
a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it though.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month.
No.
I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A.
Oh no.
He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is
Oh.
prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
You're not gonna buy
I
it though.
think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Oh.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel.
All
I'm
right.
just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium.
Hmm.
Wait,
I think I see him.
before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee.
Oh.
You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
I can't help you. Mr. Anderson achievement I just got here. Let's go talk to other Mr. Andersons, see what they have to say. There are only 2 Mr. Andersons around? There's no Ms. Anderson around? Hello there, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Anderson. Doctor.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts.
Oh boy.
She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, she got the right idea.
Wait, can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Complaint?
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away while you rattle on about that. So Ms. Anderson over here is the only one with some semblance of an idea here, perhaps?
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
What if he's not, though?
Oh, dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr.
Oh,
A
God.
to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6
yeah,
months.
do it then.
Perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the
Sell
cause?
high.
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will
Cora.
there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name. Cora.
Aha.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Walk away.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all.
Oh boy.
Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Oh boy, okay. So I have a choice. I can either reset them all and they'll realize they'll think it's their first day of work and they won't have any complaints about it. They'll still be stuck in this loop though of Mr. A being dead still. It's not like they're gonna be free just for me resetting them. Or I can leave them be. Given that one found his way out, I'm thinking the rest can too. So I'm not gonna reset them. I'm gonna let them stew. They've got their complaints. They will find their own way. I'm gonna trust that they'll find their own way here. Because again, the one made its way out. There's nothing to say another one can't. They're seeing hopefully they're seeing that that Mr. A is dead. Maybe if I keep promoting that message, they won't will listen at some point, but yeah, I think there's an interesting possibility that Mr. A is not dead, which would be kind of a fun twist. Also, I feel like the whole corporate name thing was something that happened in Outer Worlds as well. Master resets, which I'm not going to reset them. I'm going to leave. I'm going to let them make their own decisions here. I'm going to let them go.
I
got a
think
bird
it's
cage
time
unlocked.
for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Novalis air.
Yep, they're gonna do their own thing. And if they don't, we'll check
You
back
were
and reset
gone
them.
for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
To say the least.
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Oh boy.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it and pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand.
Then no.
No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment.
Why you gotta
They'll bring
threaten?
your death record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do
Why?
we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Yeah, why is he going right to threats? I guess Rubric's is kind of used to dealing with that kind of situation where you have to make threats, maybe? I don't know. It's weird to jump to a threat like that immediately. It's negotiating from a point of weakness, really. You start making threats like that, and you know, what do they say? Like threats can be expensive. Is what the saying goes, I believe. In that, you know, if you have a threat and you make a threat like that and you don't come through on it, then it can. Oh wow, why did I think like that? That's crazy. It can be expensive to maintain a threat. Let's say you want to go through with it, you know? It can burn some bridges and that kind of thing, especially with Rania here. However, Rubric doesn't seem like the type who's going to care about that. He's gonna carry through on his threats possibly, so we'll take him as credible. And that can be so threats can be very cheap or very expensive, depending on how well they're believed. You know? The threat's believed, it's very cheap. If a threat's if the threat is doubted, then it can get expensive. But again, showing like a threat like that immediately, just jump into the guns blazing method seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. There's something over here, Splice. Here we go. We're finding mostly punch cards now at this point. Well, I guess most of them were punch cards for the most part anyways, but the game's probably laid out in a way that is designed to get those to us. Okay, let's check with Douglas the postman.
Hi, so what is your star sign, please?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
I am instigating a mating ritual. Tell me, did it hurt?
Oh boy.
When you hurtled to Earth from orbit?
Do you mean when I fell from heaven?
Affirmative. I require an answer, humanoid.
I'm not really interested. Sorry.
No, it didn't hurt.
I will find the required combination of vocalizations to entice you for romantic relations.
Well, when you put it like that.
Romance, but even I know that's not how it works.
Incorrect. Please listen carefully to the following statement. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would require the vowel U and the vowel I to be contiguous.
Do you want some advice?
Affirmative.
If you want to talk to someone you like, try asking their name. And introduce yourself, too.
I am Douglas. Name, please.
Nice to meet you, Douglas. I am Rania. Maybe try to ask questions in a less aggressive way.
Rania, please touch my carbon fiber endoframe.
Okay.
Why would I do that, Douglas?
Because it's made of boyfriend material.
Okay, that is a little funny. But I'm afraid you're not what I'm looking for, Douglas. And I'm not even looking anyway.
Very well. I shall continue to be alone.
Okay, last one. She's right. That was pretty funny. Pretty good stuff there, Douglas. You got it made. You're doing. Don't listen to her. You're doing it right. Just keep trying. You know that old Wayne Gretzky saying, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Right. So he's just got to keep putting himself out there with those lines like that. The boyfriend material one, fantastic. Roll with that one. Some work better than others. He certainly nailed that one though. Okay, so we're into the roadhouse again here. Oh, how did I never pick up this over here? I've been over here before, right? Is this Lomo's Club? Or maybe I'm in a new spot now. Rubric, the dangerous rubric at the Roadhouse Club here. All right, let's go talk to him. Ugh, Samone.
Let me past.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
No boy.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late, you should have got here earlier.
Oh boy.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just japping with your lady.
Japping?
Fooling with ya. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to have this. He left his package for ya.
Where is it supposed to go?
You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell ya. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Okay, interesting. So I have a random package.
Rabbit. Follow the nav point.
I don't like you. I do not like you.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's
Oh,
taking
boy.
over the comm.
You want to know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind. What did Lomo have me deliver down there in the hollows?
I don't care.
You can't stop thinking about it.
No, I really don't care.
To be honest, I've had bigger things to worry about. Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about living in Navalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start, the longer it will take.
You know what Pallid 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus,
Nope.
right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Pallid 1.0 affected computers, but Pallid 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command.
Uh-oh.
When an individual is afflicted with Pallid 2.0, they must make their heart beat. They must be conscious of every breath.
Oh boy.
They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. Slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Which economies are any different?
You're full of shit. What is this package?
Pallid 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivalis below the spires.
And you want me to do what? Spread it?
I don't like this guy.
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to
manage the economy. Why do you say it like that?
If my associates were to infect a few thousand people with a low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade.
Oh boy.
That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal.
It's great. So we're causing a pandemic to get rich
Leaving
for this guy.
them untouched, their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters.
Yeah.
But I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point. Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Probably.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it.
Oh boy.
Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.
Yeah, but maybe Lomo doesn't have any power here. Maybe Rubrick's got the power. I don't want to help this guy out though. Whatever this guy tells me to do, I'm gonna do the opposite. He'll act like it was his idea somehow, that I did what he wanted to do. Actually, honestly, the way this is gonna go, he's gonna say he counted on me to release it, because guess what? If Pallid 2.0 gets out there in the wild, then he gets rich. If I put it in quarantine for later, he still gets rich. So either way, he gets what he wants. This just foils his plan temporarily. But you know what? Maybe it does. If this is the only copy of Pallid 2.0, then maybe he can spend a lifetime trying to get it back. Or have to spend his own money that way, maybe. I don't know. I feel like this is the right thing to do. We're gonna do it. I don't think it'll be good to have Rubrick on our bad side, but he didn't really treat us with the proper tone before anyways, so, you know, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. We were already in his bad graces here. Are bad graces a good thing? I was thinking the opposite of good graces, but I guess I don't know for sure. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna throw the package away. We're in the stacks. We're not gonna deliver. We have to find a spot to dump this. Oh God, it's gonna be such a long walk. There's a lot to see and do here though too. Okay, so I gotta find a parking spot. Actually, the parking spot here, it's the drop off and the and the dump are the same spot. And for all I know, he could be telling his guy to go look at the garbage to pick it up. I don't even know. But we're gonna try to dump it, and I think we'll try that next episode because there's a lot of stuff to explore here. I don't want to leave anything unturned. So this is a big area, so we will explore the stacks next time. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, though. I'll be back for another one soon. Hope you're enjoying the series still. I know I am. We'll be back to find out what happens with Rubrick's Fury next time. See you then.